Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of RV Tips and Trips. Today is actually a video flashing back about 3 weeks ago. So we had decided to leave Pembroke, Maine and head south because Kathy wanted to see Salem, Massachusetts, and then from Salem we wanted to go to Plymouth Rock. So we headed south and we took I-95 and then picked up Route 1, southern part of Maine, and then came down into New Hampshire. A little piece of New Hampshire comes out to the ocean there, and we stopped at a place called Seabrook, New Hampshire, and we stayed overnight at a Walmart there. So here's a funny thing that happened. We went into Walmart, went into customer service to get permission to stay there the night, and they gave us permission and told us where we could stay. So and we turn around and we're going to leave, and I saw this really tall guy at the end of the line for customer service, and I looked at him, he looked at me, he goes, "Hey Sid," and I was like, "Yeah, Matt." This is a guy that I worked with in Colorado Springs about 5 years ago. We worked together for almost a year. And I ran into him in Seabrook, New Hampshire. Really weird. I mean, 2,000 miles away. So I knew, he had left Colorado about 5 years ago. And so I knew he went to Massachusetts. I thought Massachusetts. Well, and it turns out he went back to New Hampshire. But I mean, really odd running into him. So we talked for a good long while. Really weird running into somebody that you know and worked with 2,000 miles away at a Walmart. So anyway, that's what happened there. We only stayed at Seabrook one night at the Walmart there, and then we left the next day and continued on to Salem. There's a campground on Winter Island in Salem, and so I decided that we camped there. It's the only campground in the Salem area. Anything else was about 10-12 miles away. So we were able to get a spot there for 2 nights. So that was, we lucked out. Very interesting place. I mean, it's the island had a fort on it, which was established in 1663, and then at some point the U.S. Coast Guard used the island until 1969, and then the town of Salem took it over. So very interesting. It's got a long history, and some areas of the island are very pretty. So there's a beach, there's a lighthouse, there's a lot of things to explore while there. So check it out. And then after Salem, we then went on to Plymouth Rock. Very disappointed. Plymouth Rock, the rock was like a lot smaller than I ever imagined. It's because over the years people brought hammers and chisels and chipped away at the Plymouth Rock. And so it was a lot smaller. That's why they built a building around it to stop people from doing that. But it's funny things people will do so they have a souvenir, but they end up destroying history. So anyway, here's the video. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the only campground in Salem. There's an old hangar, and we're camped right there. And our neighbors here have set up pirate ships, blow-up pirate ships. Cool. But we're right on the water. There's a boat ramp, a gazebo, And then there's a lighthouse.
Wow, look at that river.
This used to be Air Station Salem, the U.S. Coast Guard. So that hangar was part of the Coast Guard's buildings. So the remaining structures are the seaplane hangar, motor pool garage, the ammunition sheds, the radio shack, and the large administrative and officers' quarters. This is an ammunition bunker. Fort's reconstruction in 1863 during the Civil War. The flat area of the ground to the left was used at various times during the 19th century by the local militia for training and temporary encampment. People throw garbage in there. This lighthouse was built in 1870 and remained in service until 1969. Made of brick and mortar, and then they made an iron plate sleeve over the brick and mortar. That's quite a long history for a lighthouse. There's a walkway. This is a pretty cool campground. So this is Winter Island.
There's people down there on the beach. I guess you get the color missing.
So, and then our campground has a beach. Nice. We're actually staying on an island, so. No lifeguard on duty. So this is the view from behind our trailer. They do pack them in a little tight here, but no. Okay. First settler of Salem in 1626. Wow. So, this cemetery, 1637. It's the oldest burying ground in the city of Salem. And then look, Mayflower passenger, Captain Richard Moore, John Hawthorne, Benjamin. I didn't see any of them. They may be one of the. Is this the 19 people that were? Sarah good?
Yeah, they
No,
weren't
no,
allowed-
it's
they
not.
weren't allowed to be buried in the grave, so
Oh. Huh.
this could be something later to,
Commemorate
that's what I'm thinking.
the animal.
Yeah, see Rebecca Nurse. She's not even here anymore. Her family stole her body and took her back to.
It's just a memorial. Sarah Wild. July 19. Huh?
What kind of people?
They're the 19th.
Well, they're all down
July and August.
John Proctor.
August 19th. People pressed to death. Blouse. Mary Eastie. September 22nd, 61.
Might be Ben.
Well, I don't think so. Damn comfort. That's a replication of what was originally on there. This tablet preserves the inscription formerly on this tomb. It was placed here in 1917.
Wow, this one is 1699.
It's at 76 years old. A lot of people made it to 76. So father and son are in this tomb. Wow. Okay, so you can't go to Salem, Massachusetts and not see Plymouth Rock, so that's where we are now, Plymouth, Massachusetts, and we're heading over to the Plymouth Rock. Ice cream, yes. That's old. Huh. Dookie Third. You know, you can walk down there. Lobster tails. Ooh, looks like we came in time for low tide. Little lobster. All right. This is a state park. I'm surprised it's not a national monument. But landing place of the Pilgrims in 1620. Whew. It's low tide right now. Whew. And you smell it. Wow. Yeah, this was built in 1920 around the rock. Okay, so it's in this building. And so the tide comes in here. Closed.
Seems to be. I didn't actually go in, but they made it.
Yeah, beach over there. That's a lighthouse right out there. A lot of boats. Alright, here we go. No stick, just the rocks are just piled here. There's a steel cable to hold on to.